Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week, Marvel Zombies Zombicide Juggernaut. Yeah, I picked another simple one. Again, my wrestling season's coming to a close. We're in postseason now, and things are moving pretty quick. And I really want to get to those other complicated models. When I say complicated, I mean they call for more colors, a little more blending and things like that. With these, it's 1, 2, 3 colors tops for the whole model. I mean, you know, blends of the same color. And that's simple. That's less complicated to me. When you add more colors, you add more techniques and blending and stuff like that, and that's what I would call complicated. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll see you guys in there. We got the base down of the burnt sienna all the way around. I did mostly from the top down. I did underneath a little bit just to give it a little bit of coloration, but with that black under there, with that primer that's left, man, it looks really nice. It gives it a lot of contrast, and that's what I'm looking for here, because this guy's pretty much one solid color. A lot of these Marvel characters are just one solid color. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of this burnt orange into the mix with the burnt sienna, and that's where we're going to get our highlights. And then what that's going to leave is just burnt orange and probably a little bit of bright ivory right into the mix, so I can get the highlights. But what we really need to look at here is the skin, and I just oversprayed it. I left a little bit of it. Yeah, not really. I'm going to have to go over it, and I think I'm going to use the brush for this to get all the skin, because if I airbrush, I'm going to overspray on some of the cloth or the armor or whatever it is he has with these bracers. I don't want to overspray that quite yet, I don't think. So I think what I'll do is I'll hand paint the skin, and maybe I'll get the white ink out and just kind of hit the areas here and there. We'll see. But anyway, let's get the mix going with the burnt orange and the burnt sienna. All right, let's do it. I'd used a bunch of the gray tones to get this pillar that he's destroying and the ground. Just some simple grays. We started out with brown gray. I mixed in some dark warm gray. I mixed in some warm gray, and then finally I mixed in a little bit of bright ivory. And I used these tones and moved high as I went. So I got the higher areas with the lighter paint as I went, you know, as I usually do. That looks really nice. And once we get a wash in there, it's going to look really terrific. So what next we're going to do is we're going to start on the skin. So, and we're going to start off with, I believe, pink. All right, let's do it. Got the skin down. I used a pink for the base, and then I came in with pale pink and I hit the high areas. Now when I did this, I watered it down. As you could see before, I watered it down and just let it kind of fill in the spots, and then I went back and got the paint thicker and then just painted it in there. So that skin looks really nice, and once we get that wash in there, it's really going to pop. So we'll put some wash in there, probably a red wash or maybe even a purple wash, and then we'll go back and highlight it. And I did the teeth with just some of the pale pink because you can't really tell. Once I get a wash, it'll turn white anyway. It'll go away. So anyway, this is looking really good. We're almost there. This is a real simple paint. Again, I'm picking these quick, simple ones because my wrestling season is just about coming to a close, and I'll be able to get to some of those other little more complicated, like Thor and Magneto and things like that. So, all right. So now let's start working on the highlights for the suit. Should I take that back? I'm going to start working on the bracers here, and actually I've got a little more skin here that I missed in between as well. Oh, okay. Yep. Good thing I'm going here. So anyway, I'm going to go back and fix that skin right there, and then I'm going to come back and do the bracers, and I'm going to do a base of a umber, and then I'm going to do a highlight of dark golden brown. All right, let's do it. got all the base colors down. So I've got the highlights on the armor. I've got the highlights on the gauntlets and the hand straps. I've got the highlights on the rocks. And now we're just ready for some wash. And we're going to put some purple wash into the pink. And we're going to use some brown wash into the crevices here. It's going to blend all this together. All right, let's do it. Got the purple wash, the purple tone wash into all the crevices on the skin, and that looks really nice, especially with the pink highlights, the pale pink highlights. And when this dries, it's still wet, so it's a little glossy. And that's another thing you can do when you do that matte varnish. You can do the matte varnish over the top, and then come back with some gloss varnish on your paintbrush and hit up that skin to make it gloss, to give it that little glow. I like the matte look, but you can also do that just, you know, for future reference. You can make that look grimy. See, there's just a little too much in that. I'm gonna suck it out of there. There we go. All right, let's move on to the wash for the armor. Well, there you have it, guys. Juggernaut from Marvel Zombies Zombicide. Man, he turned out really terrific. We used the airbrush on him. He was a bigger model, which made it a little easier for the airbrush, but, you know, we like the airbrush. I love the airbrush and the transitions, but everything I do with the airbrush, you can always do with the brush. It's just as simple. It's just as effective, I should say. Maybe not simple, more effective. Anyway, guys, we have a lot more to go. We have a lot more Zombicide, and I'm still gonna get to that model. I ordered the villain zombie that I ordered, and I couldn't get it. And not too many people have painted. I think 2 people have painted it now. It's right. No, again, just kidding. We're gonna get to it as soon as I can. Anyway, guys, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel, and I'll see you next week.